My first introductory video, Speaking My Soul, had a brief snippet of how my life began. The others followed, built out of stirring moments I had encountered sometime in my everyday, which so prominently conspired that I couldn't just keep it to myself, and believing that good things such as art must be shared to add some, if not more significance, purpose, value, and worth for someone else out there who may be enriched by it in the way that I have been. This urged me to set up this channel of mine, happenings and experiences that have helped me discover immense joys and blessings, which have inspired me so much, life's lessons that have transformed me from being dragged into looking at the drab, dreary, disheartening side of life, to instead intentionally pick out, unearth the hidden sources of pleasures, wonders and delights that you and I are showered with. I am today an exceedingly gratefully thankful person for it. My videos are simple recounts, yet these very recounts hold for me a very special place because I find that little is much when God is in it. And yes, if I hadn't done it before, I now definitely do place God first in everything, realizing in hindsight how much I owe Him. A big shout out of thanks I send to all who have expressed their appreciation at being blessed by my videos, and am I glad that you are joining me once again today, more so as I'm beginning a new series of videos. Besides the so appreciated thumbs up that I get from you, a tap on the subscribe will automatically help you be informed of all newly published videos of mine. Besides those of you who have sought help, my next series of videos are going to enlighten you with ways, I hope, which will bring about changes, relevant changes, positive attributes and aptitudes, know-hows that will improve and augment your life, further enriching it. Today I'm here with what a friend had posted about her best gift on her birthday. It touched me deep and got me thinking about something that I strongly believe in and have to share. A balloon, hardly taller than he, was the gift he had carried for her, his teacher. She thanked him for it and told him that he could later take it for himself. But this little 9-year-old refused, saying that he had bought it specially and only for her. This was possibly the simplest gift she had received that day, but her appreciation of it was the best ever, all because it was, she knew, the best thing he could afford and give, which he did with his heart. I would like to take it upon myself to get us a little insight on what giving from the heart could mean. Giving is known to be an act of kindness. The point to ponder here is, can these truly be called acts of kindnesses if performed out of a sense of duty or for the sake of doing what is expected as a ritual, a convention, tradition, an obligation, or even a formal course of action? Is the act of giving done with the intention of getting back some form of returns? My perception of this type of undertaking would be nothing but a business bargain, which would in truth be falsely termed as giving, as it definitely would demand its proceeds. In addition, I have a couple of other thoughts provoking my evaluation. Are we selective of what and how much to give, and to whom? Is the pattern along the lines of generously to those who have enough and meagerly to those who don't? If giving is for the benefactor's applaud, would that not stand for superficial, shallow insincerity? Giving ought to feel good because we know that in giving, we are lifting someone else's spirits and not solely due to a release of endorphins, those feel-good chemicals nowadays known as a helper's high. Deliberate contemplation on meaningful giving can be unpretentiously or naturally effortless if we make a conscious attempt at selflessly placing the need of another before the desire to satisfy our own. What is the next question? What do we give? Is the recipient's prerequisite or preference the priority, or is it the giver's selection which takes first place? Most habitually, the thing that appeals to the giver is singled out without much reflection towards the receiver's choice or requirement, I'd say. The resolution then is revealed when our perspective stands at what bit of kindness would elevate positive feelings in another, or what would stir up that someone's cheer and delight. Receiving, it is said, activates the brain's reward center, a phenomenon hard to explain but easy to feel. Think back to the last time a stranger held the door open for you, or a friend just put an arm around you. Asking how a person is and truly meaning it and not doing it as a formality or just for the sake of making polite conversation. One little act that may have lighted up your face should help empathize and inspire what we can give to boost someone else's happiness, and in doing so our own. No great task, but just one simple kind word, genuinely spoken, a hug given for no reason at all. A little time spent is so precious and valued if sitting by someone, taking an interest in their opinions, even if it may not match your own, showing and expressing concern and understanding on the other person's circumstances. These are things that may appear very insignificantly inconsequential to some, trifling and negligible to the point of being unimportant also, but these are those that astonishingly have, I trust, the best effects and outcomes, both in the giver as much as it is in the receiver. Two verses I recall from the Bible reinforce it like this: give and it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. And also another which says, whatsoever you do, do it heartily as unto the Lord and not unto men. Giving with the expectation of getting a return is void of all its goodness. Doing anything as done unto God and not unto man is a guarantee of true joy. Nothing superficial in it. May we all give a little deliberation, reflection, a purposeful thought and consideration to our giving. How do we give? What is our actual drive and intent? However simple the gift, we should know that it will be received in utter delight and indebtedness if only given with true heart and perfect spirit.